blossom and or bloom. Blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica, sup, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are going to be drawing Reiki symbols on your chakras. So if you're new to the community, babies, welcome, 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 sweetheart. This is your nightly self-care routine, daily or whenever you do whatever you're doing here, okay? So during this time, sweetheart, you do whatever you need to do. Sometimes people like to just put it on in the background as a reminder to have self-care for themselves. So welcome, new baby, and to all my returning babies, welcome, welcome back. Mama loves you. So let's go ahead and get started. So as we get started, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective, baby. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? May I touch you, sweetheart? Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more breaths. Let's go. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information from our highest intentions only. Please allow us to let go of that which we need to let go and to embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with some Reiki symbols. So take a deep breath in. Exhale. And I'm just going to make sure the energy is nice and balanced here. Just working through that, 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 working through that. Okay. And just feeling a sense of newness. There's definitely a sense of refreshing over you. Refreshments. I think that's food. Refreshing. Just a newness that is around you. Okay. Just let's move this through. Good job. Good job. Sweetness, you are doing a fantastic job. Just aligning and realigning that energy there. Okay. Keep going, keep breathing. Okay. Anjase shunung, anjase shunung, anjase shunung, anjase shunung, anjase shunung, anjase shunung, anjase shunung. Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. this. Going through this, and flowing through this. Going and flowing, going. And flowing through this. Okay, you've got this. Got this. You've got this. There aren't any, big hurdles coming up. The only hurdles are maybe more mental, of like overthinking things. But look, by that time, you're going to be on a whole different wavelength, sweetness, so don't even worry about that, okay? Okay, just going through there and just connecting every little piece together so that you have all that you need and everything here in your highest experience, your highest vibrational experience here. Allow it to come up, allow it to be sent off and moved into another direction, one that you no longer have to worry about, don't think about, don't care about, Reiki symbols all over you and your chakras. So if you're new to the community, welcome. I've already said that, okay? Let's get started. We start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Beautiful. May I touch you? Okay. Take a deep breath. Exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Final breath. Exhale. Okay. I'm right here with you. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So going in and continuing the Reiki symbols. Chukuri, chukuri, chukuri. Anjase shonung. Anjase shonung. Saheki, saheki, saheki. Daikyo myon. Daikyo myon. if you're new to the community, we start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, may I touch you? Okay, I'm gonna place my hand right there on your heart, okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So I'm going to start by doing some cleansing, and then we'll do some Reiki symbols. So just breathing out here. Just breathe in and out here. Because we want to create the environment of growth, healing for you. Okay, come on. Breathe. Exhale. Breathe. Exhale. I'm gonna go in with Reiki symbols. Now I'm just going to scan over your energy, your aura, and just see what's going on with the chakras, if everything is aligned, any other energetic systems, any messages that may come across. Okay. So I'm just gonna go and start to clean and cleanse your aura. Just clean and cleansing. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath, inhale. Exhale. Bonus breath, inhale. Exhale. Okay, how are you feeling? Just wanted to open you up just a little bit. And I'm just going to take a moment to bring in any messages because we are such a huge community. seen like Caribbean water? It's like cool water, like a drink, you know, but it's a large body. It can be the ocean, doesn't necessarily have to be the ocean. But that's what's coming up. How do I keep on going? So what's coming across is this cleansing. So this coming from this year going into next year, it'll feel like for you as you walk into next year that it is a cleansing that comes over you, in a way of, you know, when something is dirty, what do you put on it? You don't put dirty water on it, you put clean water on it. But this clean has an extra pigment, an extra color to it. It represents quenching your thirst, having the answer to questions of what are you going to be doing next, where do you want to go, what is important for you to be focusing on right now. And as you walk through it, it's almost like, I don't know, it's not a waterfall, but it's like, imagine that there was this vertical wall of water, okay, and it was still water, just, you know, and you walk through it, and you left the baggage of this year, past decades and cycles, and you just left it there, and you walked in, and you were feeling good, feeling refreshed. That's the energy that's around it. It can also represent spiritual qualities, esoteric qualities, energetic qualities. The transformation happens on the internal, which frees up your ability to work on the external. So that's what it's moving. It's giving like the waters of life within us all, finding stillness, finding balance, being able to go into that next chapter, that, you know, what I've been talking about, rebirth, or more appropriately, new year. That's what it is. That's stillness. It's a calming, it's a soothing, okay, of the energy. So I'm just gonna go through the crown and just open it up. Go to the third eye and open it up. Go to the throat and open it up. Open it up, open it up, open it up. And so just placing my hand right there on your heart. Okay, just gonna open that up. Now, to the solar plexus. Okay, good job. Sacrum. breathing on your own. So checking in, how do you feel? What's coming up for you? Because sometimes when things come out, they have to come up to come out. And sometimes it's desires that we've had for a long time, and we remember, oh, this is what we should be doing. Other times it might be trauma or issues that we needed to work through and we're ready to let it go, but you feel it on its way out. You ever go somewhere and someone is just making a big scene and they're just bringing the energy down, and you might be standing next to the door, but when they're leaving, they walk next to you and you're like, it just feels like bad energy. That doesn't necessarily mean that something worse is happening to you, because they used to be far away. But when it comes near you and you don't like that feeling, it is only temporary, because it's about to walk his ass out the door, okay? And so those feelings within your energy, within your emotions of understanding that our feelings shift, they are only temporary, they change, okay? Like, for example, when you love something, when it annoys you, you still love it. You might feel like, oh, okay, I take it, but then you're working on a project, I put this project down, I can't take it anymore, but you feel called to pick it back up again. All the way to the times where you're excited. If it's something that you don't like, that you don't want to do, it don't matter how great it may seem, you do not want to do it. You ain't gonna do it. It just lets you know that feelings are interesting, like for that last example of something that you don't want to do, someone else might be doing it and they might love it, and you're like, wow, I wish I loved that. And you try to open yourself up and yet just don't care to the same level that they do, because maybe you can do it when it's good, but you can't do it when it's bad. So it lets you know that feelings, as I've talked about before, are the paints on the canvas of life. It's supposed to change colors, it's supposed to blend, it's supposed to look chaotic sometimes, it's supposed to look nice and neat sometimes. It's a whole combination of various experiences all at once. So let it come up to come out, Let it come up to come out. Let it be your breakthrough. Just relax. Just relax. Just breathe. prioritizing you for what you need. And release. Okay, so just open yourself up and just simply say what it is that you want. What do you want? So how are you going to get in? And what do you need the universe to provide for you on your way there? Excellent. It's okay if you know. It's okay if you don't know. It'll work itself out, okay? Okay, baby, so that's what we're gonna do. We are going to just smooth over your arm and seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, you did a great job. You did a fantabulous job. I hope you enjoyed this session today and you received healing and cleansing. And all of this is simply to say that our healing journey, which really is just our self-care journey, is one that is important to prioritize each and every day. So make sure you do that. I set these videos out certain times to give you a reason to show up and to pop up, because when you have a collective, sometimes it just makes it easier to stick with it than when you have to do it alone and by yourself, you know? You feel me? Anyway, you're doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Just keep showing up for your life. It's not as hard as you think it is. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. And that's all you got to do, babies. That's all you got to do. So if you would like to join the group that's going to be on Patreon, again, it's $3.33 a month. If you would like to join the group that's on Patreon, feel free to use the link, the first link in the description box, and join. We are doing that group healing. It's going to have the cleanse and the detox, herb pairings with it, as well as we're meeting. We have an energy healing circle that's going to have 2 times, so that we can accommodate it internationally, and it's going to be happening on January 22nd, exclusively only for the patrons. Okay, so let's get started. So as we're going through, and we are going to be removing your insecurities, it's important we start off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root you down in your individual healing experience and to be together as a collective and use the collective energy. Who you choose to believe in, what you choose to believe in, is your business. I encourage you to continue to explore or do whatever you need to do. But because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, may I touch you? Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the Archangel Spirit, Animal Spirit, Guides, our lineage, and all for the highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing practice and bringing us forth as a community. I say all of it's okay to be insecure from time to time, but really what you're afraid of is your power. It's not something that you don't have. It's something that you do have, and you're having a tough time owning it. You better own that power. Okay. Well, you can organize your purpose too. Shameless plug for my podcast. Link in the description box. life, a greater love of opportunity, a greater love of people. Because if you don't like people, it's hard to attract them in your life. It's okay to like people from time to time. Okay, relax, 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 relax. So, for all of my new babies, welcome. And for all of my returning babies, welcome, welcome, welcome back, baby. Mama loves you. So let's get started. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, sweetness. May I touch you? Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Let's get started. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information from our highest intention only. Please allow us to let go of what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So breathing in and out here. Breathing in and out here. Just get going back to the Reiki symbols, just going here, okay? Chokuri, 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 hanja sei shonung, hanja sei shonung, hanja sei shonung, saiki, saiki, Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the archangels, spirit guides, spirit animals, our lineage, and all for our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us forth as a community. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. 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 Okay. Good job. Good job. So I'm just gonna scan over your aura and I'm gonna check in with you. Do you mind if I get a little bit closer? Okay, let me get a little bit closer to you. Move some shit out the way. Okay. Let me just check to see what's going on. I'm getting, when I read for the collective, I'm getting this collective sense of so many things, like going all over the place. And it's not that you can't do something or you can't accomplish something. It's more of like, it's time for you to boss up and it's time to make some decisions about who you are and what you're going to do. You can't live in the past and live in the future at the same time, okay? You have to let go of whomever you were in 2020 and before and step into, as we say, your grand rising or just your evolution, transitioning the soul into its next vibrational experience. You have to walk in that path. You have to be your highest bit of strength. So that's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get into the session. I'm going to do some Reiki symbols. I'm just going to remove some of that. Some of that. Okay. I'm just going to remove any kind of blockages, anything that's taking up too much space along your journey that's preventing you from just enjoying yourself and loving yourself and just bossing the fuck up and just being you, you know. There's this fire inside of you, this strength, this resilience, and this purpose that you've been chosen to live this life. And you cannot shrink small. You cannot hide behind your fears. You cannot hide behind the things that didn't go well. No matter what, even if you're scared, you have to jump up and walk into this life. We need you. We need what you have to offer. And it is so, so, so important that released, and you can go forward into this beautiful life you're meant to have. And so as you are in this session, your hands can be facing palms up, palms down if you're a little bit like, I need to kind of bring my energy down. And just allowing the heart to open, allowing your heart to open, and just feeling this beautiful light of love and energy and power, strength. It's more of like, when I say power, I mean purpose, extreme motivation, a calling, a sense of something higher than just the high-by stuff. From your heart right there, open it up and just allow me to connect and bring that energy through your crown and through your heart chakra, connecting all your chakras together, connecting your aura, your energetic fields, and your energetic systems. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let me just clear some of that out. Clear some of that out. Clearing, 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 clearing. Now, if you are interested in learning about energy healing or becoming an energy healing practitioner or Reiki master, I do teach a cohort once a year. My next cohort is August 2021, and on Patreon, the giveaway for our birthday is tomorrow, or January 2nd. Look, June 2nd, I'm already jumping. January 2nd, one lucky person will win a spot in that cohort. That means Reiki level 1, 2, 3, and Reiki master teacher. But if you're just interested in that, you can look at the link in the description box, and I do have a waitlist sign up where I will email you when things are up to date. You can always check the website to register per level. Okay. Healing is such a wonderful thing to bring into the world, to bring into your own life, and to work with others. And as a teacher, I am a Reiki master teacher, but the way that I teach is I teach you how to be an energy healing practitioner. Yes, by title you will be a Reiki master teacher, but I show you how to merge all of these mystical and metaphysical tools in order to help yourself and to help your clients. Okay, just breathing in and out. And the more I learn, because I continue to learn, you always got to keep growing. The more I learn, the more I share. Okay, so I'm still working here. Still working, 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 working. And I want you to give me a nice big smile, because you know I'm paid in smiles. Go ahead and give me that smile, 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 smile. Smile, smile, smile. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. So I'm just going to place my hands above your crown, and I want you just to feel this warmth tingling down the back of your spine, okay? That's just the energy from the universe coming into you and supporting you in your health, your wealth, your happiness, all that stuff. If you're suffering from any kind of health issues, open your body up on a cellular level. I know that sounds a little difficult, like how the fuck do you do that? Open your heart chakra up to the sun. Allow the rays and the energy to shine into it, and see your cells, everything down to the mitochondria, okay, going in the way that they should go for you to have optimum health. The way that health is, there are many factors of dis-ease. It can be environmental. For example, you're exposed to a chemical that creates a issues. Now, a lot of times in conventional medicine, they're going to treat you for the symptoms. In alternative medicine, they will look for the root of the problem, but you still don't get as much of the quantitative results. I'm like, what the fuck am I trying to say? The quantitative results of like this lab result, da 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 da. I am, if you have heard me talk about it all the time, I'm a huge proponent for functional medicine doctors and practitioners. They are doctors who have gone to med school, but they treat not your symptoms, but they treat the origin, so they can go above and beyond. And so if you find yourself that what brings you into the community is you've really been dealing with some illness that you can't get over, or you have some type of chronic issue or quite a bit of chronic issues, I would highly recommend that you seek out and that you haven't been able to get the results you need, I would highly recommend that you seek out a functional medicine practitioner. I think that that would be super duper helpful for you. If it's more soul work that you need, feel free to connect on Patreon, because we continue to check in there, and that we are a inclusive community there to continue to elevate and to grow the soul. Sometimes the soul brings karma into this lifetime, in which we just have to work through that as well. And of course, life is sometimes there's a fucking salad bowl of all this shit that happens at one time. It's just like boom, 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 boom. It's like, goddamn. Breathe. 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 Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe. And I say all of this to say, I'm just going to place my hand right there and just kind of feel your shoulders. I'm going to lift the weight off of your shoulders. So what I need you to do is take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I need you to collect from every part of your body anything that has ever held you back, any thoughts, feelings, beliefs, memories, whatever. I need you to collect it from every aspect of your body. So inhale, filling all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, filling up. Hold it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. I'm going to pick up and release. Again, I'm going to pick up and release. One more time. Give me one more. Pick up and release. Okay. 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 Let me just get that extra bit. his power and skill. And when he started to train his mind, he started to understand the psychological aspect that goes into being a fighter. You see it all the time in like UFC and mixed martial arts and stuff like that, where people are sizing people up. They're trying to get into their head. If you're not into fighting, just basically whenever you want to start something, you know that the people who win aren't the people who are most talented at it in the beginning. It's the people who are the most resilient. So whatever it is that you want to do this year, whatever that you want to bring to life, even if you started it, you haven't started it, you tried it and you fell off 1,000 times, today is the day to get that shit together and roll on through, because you're worth it. And we really need that. Like, the universe energetically needs to be balanced by what you have to offer. And if you hide, you are depriving the universe. So don't do that. You gotta step up, put your shoulders back, and be like, I'm in it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna win it. Now, don't get me wrong, things will still happen. Still going on with the story of Mike Tyson, where it's like, the better he got as a competitor, he then had to learn how to be someone better in it, as a family member, as a partner, things like that. So just because a person is good in one area doesn't mean that they're going to be good in other areas. You're always going to have to work hard, but that is no excuse to be too afraid to step forward into your path. Anything worth having is worth working for. You can do this, okay? If I'm here every night telling you you can do it, I know you can. Come on, y'all. I do 5 videos a week because I see it in you, and I need you to see it in you. I need you to see it in you. So in the comment section, I want you to tell me, what are you going to do? Use the month of January, but what are you getting started in this month of January? New year, new you. Who this? What are you doing? Put that in the comment section. Okay. Pep talk over, right? So let me go ahead and seal you. Just take a couple moments. I want to make sure that your chakras are balanced. Let me tell you, healing is a lot. You know, sometimes you're healing, sometimes you're talking nutrition, sometimes you are a life coach. It's so much going on, okay? But really, all of these things is to show you how to do it for yourself, because you can sit in front of me all day, but the only person that really matters is you. You are the one that matters, and I just try to help you get rid of some of the fluff. Why? Because I think that if I can raise your vibration, or more appropriately, facilitate a space in which a lot of people's vibrations can be raised, I feel like I'm living out my life purpose. So I'm gonna keep showing up, and if you keep showing up, I'm gonna keep showing up. We gonna keep showing up. Okay, so I'm going to seal over your aura with the sign of the infinity, that your essence is always and forever. Smooth over your aura with a kiss and say, so if you're new to the community sweetness, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. So you do whatever you need to do during this time to take care of yourself. So typically, baby, what that looks like is that you just enjoy the healing, or you set this time aside to do something that is for your self-care practice, or you fall asleep. You know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. We start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay. May I touch you? Okay. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information from our highest self only. Please allow us to let go of what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this Saheiki, 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 Daikyo-myon, 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 Daikyo. Reiku, 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 okay. So just breathe there. I'm gonna get some scissors, and also I'm just going to make sure that the energy is good above the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, and all the way to the sacral and the root. And so I'm just kind of getting this feeling of like the sacral and the root needing a little bit of extra love and TLC. So we're gonna work on that and just moving away anything else. I'm gonna get a crystal. So just rest. Good job. And this is just to make you feel better. Make you feel good. Keep breathing here. Just going over the front part of the body. And focusing on that root and sacral. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get just the side and the back as well. Breathing through this. Just going to the back as well. I'm still with you. Just behind the head. And breathing through this. Inhaling and exhaling. Cleansing. Sending. And removing it on. So bringing that now to the front and just kind of like a little squeegee. Just we're gonna just this information that's kind of clouding up the energy, okay? So I'm just gonna go right there. I'm gonna pull that out, send it on to its next evolutionary path. 2 more times. We're gonna send that on. 1 more time. We're gonna send that on somewhere else. So just making sure that connection from the third eye to the crown is good and flowing. exhale, release. You should feel a sense of, you know what, if there's no answer to the question, it'll work out. Or, I'll embrace the differenceness that's gonna, what's going on there. I'm gonna get the comb now to just smooth all of your energy down. Okay. So you should be feeling like, okay, you know what? You're being called to something and you are embracing it. So just embrace it. So this is to bring the crown to the third eye to the throat, throat to the heart, heart to the solar plexus to the sacral, sacral to the root. Again, we're going to go again up to the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, and all the way to the sacral and the root. So just removing any excess energy, sending things in its evolutionary path that is best for you, that feels whole and loving for you. Okay. Good job. Good job. Okay. Just keep going here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope that it gave you a lot of peace and rest and clarity for any themes that may have been coming up in your life recently. Just trust yourself and trust the process. Lean into the things that make you feel uncomfortable or the places where you can grow and expand, because if you want to expand on the outside, meaning achieving your goals or, doing whatever it is that you care to do, the growth or the expansion starts on the inside, because when you don't grow on the inside and you kind of cut corners to grow on the outside, what ends up happening is that when you actually attain what it is you attain, and all of that stuff. So if you're new to the community, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, a place where you relax, you chill, and you just take care of yourself. You can enjoy the session, you can fall asleep, or you can set this time aside to just work on yourself and work on your self-care journey, your self-love journey. This is a special time. So today we're going to just start to cut away kind of the old stuff that might want us to react in ways that aren't best during this time period. Old ways that no longer serve us, that need to be released. Okay. And so if you're new, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, sweetness, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I grab your hand? Okay. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's begin. Dear universe, in all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information from our highest intention only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that brings light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Okay. So, let's begin by working through boundaries. It is very important to restore healthy boundaries during a time of wanting someone to come and save you, or wanting some situation to come and solve all your problems. And 9 times out of 10, that situation typically doesn't come, and you figure out on your own how to get to the next level. But this is something you should be very proud of, that you figured it out, you got yourself out of there. A lot of times people then resent the fact they had to do that, and they still are kind of living in that moment, hoping that some person or some situation or something is going to come and solve all their problems. They don't think they're doing it, because the older you get, the more kind of clever you get. You start calling it something else. You start verbalizing it or naming it in a way that the people around your society would be accepting of that, you know. Baby, you got this. You have 100% track record of getting through stuff. So don't worry. You will figure it out, but you also have to celebrate the fact that you made it through all of that. In times where you felt like it was difficult, you felt like it was hopeless, you may have felt helpless, you may have felt that you were not in control of your life, and now you are. And if you are in control of your life now, you cannot continue to let yourself be out of control of your life by living in the past. Breathing through this. And so, we build a lot of foundational habits here. Let me just get on that. We build a lot of foundational habits here, and we start to think that we want our life to be better, but we don't want to change how we go about it, because we think that what we feel is the norm, and we just want life to then bend to whatever weird habits we learned growing up. Let me give you an example. precise. I'm actually gonna only look up this kind of stuff today, and I'm gonna stay away from that kind of stuff. And whatever you need to, where it can kind of just give your nervous system a break. You could do that with that way. You can also do it by how you eat. Oh my gosh, that's one of the most important way to release blockages is how you eat. Eating a lot of good vegetables, green vegetables, non-starchy, resistant carbohydrates. I know now I'm getting a lot into nutrition. Nice hearty fat sources, because people don't really understand how it works in the body. It's not like you eat fat and then it turns into fat in your body. No, fat is what your body uses to regulate the brain. And so our ability to regulate our mind is highly dependent on receiving adequate amounts of healthy fats and things like that. Our body works off of carbohydrates, but the type of carbohydrates that are slow absorbing, not this like refined sugar and stuff. And the protein is what keeps us full. It keeps our muscles growing, things like that. So you have to be mindful of how you treat your body. It is this kind of full circle moment here. And these are some things you can do in order to remove these blockages and shift your life. Also, what you listen to and who you're around, baby. When I say that one of the most important and fulfilling things you can do and healing things you can do is to change your circle, I mean it 1,000%. Change your circle. Get around people, or if you just need to be by yourself during this time, get around people or be by yourself where you can just be balanced in your energy. Sometimes you don't know what you need when you're in transition to your next chapter, and you also may attract people who don't know what they need, and that can kind of just create this perpetual. And if you start to love and care for these people, then you want to stay connected with them. So you might feel like you're betraying them once you figure out what you need and they still don't know what they want to do. Blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about that. Get you some people who are where you want to go or going in the direction you want to go, or just take some time with yourself. So just going to balance your energy right now and move this space and time. I always get very self-conscious on the channel when I start talking about nutrition because I'm so into it, and then I also feel like it can just be like like I'm here for this energy healing, girl. I'm about to eat what I want to eat. But again, it is so important. It is so important. And I hope to actually do some more nutrition related stuff, because it's just so important for how we feel. A lot of times when people are feeling bad, their nutrition is horrible, full of foods that maybe aren't good for their particular system, full of very refined sugars and stuff like that. Carbs are not the problem. The issue is these very refined sugars, and they are messing with our nervous system. Again, universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only. Please connect us to our highest selves and validate information from our highest intention only. Please allow us to let go of what we need to let go and to embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So I'm going to go and begin with the Reiki symbols. Just take a couple breaths here, okay? Inhale, exhale. Chukuri, 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 chukuri. Anjasi shonunga, anjasi shonunga, anjasi shonunga. Saiki, 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 saiki. Daikyo-myo, 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 daikyo-myo. Riku, 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 riku. Okay. And so we began with those Reiki symbols, which created a space for us to begin the session. So I'm just gonna work through your aura and just kind of relax it here. That's all. That's the only thing that needs to happen right now. You just relax. And this is just opening you up and just taking inventory. If any messages come up, I will share those messages. They are collective messages. And that means there's a little bit of something for all of us within them. So take what you need and leave what you don't. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And I'm going to remove anything that may be kind of like blocking, stale, just kind of in the way. Just get it out the way. So just moving that, moving that, moving that, moving that, okay? And bringing this back here. Now, just going through your energy. We're going to get this going and flowing. So, I feel called to certain areas of your life that perhaps there hasn't been a lot of energy. We can call it blood pumping and flowing there. So we're going to focus on that and just bring some life there. So if you found yourself being maybe stuck a little bit, not being able to be as creative as you want, or maybe you haven't been able to live out as many opportunities as you would like, you kind of feel like you're not as free. We're going to take that energy and we're going to work through it there. And all you got to do is just breathe in and out and relax. Now, as I'm working through this, you're also going to be receiving impressions, messages, a sense of understanding, and release as well. And so what you can do is you can take inventory of those things. What's important? What is just being cleared and cleansed? And this can help you document your healing journey or your progress journey or your manifesting journey or whatever it is you're working on at this time. So working through that. Moving that. So I'm pulling it down, and the reason why I'm pulling it down is because I want that energy that is flowing through the crown chakra to flow down the crown chakra, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And this is a gesture of manifesting. Not everything is about going up there into the esoteric underneath the veil and staying up there. We have to live reality too. We have to live our everyday lives too. And so this flow of energy going downward is a gesture of manifesting, that you take that wisdom that you are learning up here, or that you receive insight, and you materialize it. And I think that's where people kind of get stuck. it's much more interesting to be this spirit, this energy in this physical form, and to be striving for something. And sometimes that is periods of relaxation, sometimes it's periods of stress. But no one moment or no one situation should be enough to topple you over or to create a stagnation that prevents you from going forward. A little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure is good for you, but a lot of bit of pressure is not. Relaxation is good for you, but too much relaxation can create stagnation. Be like couch potato. Do you see how it is important to have this balance? And the balance will look different with each person. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And just allow this cleansing to flow over you. Don't have any judgment. Give yourself permission to be 100% in this moment with yourself. And release and let go too. You'll be surprised when you let go of some of that toxic baggage. It might be attached to people that you might love, but you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Situations you might love too, places, environments that you might love, but you gotta let it go. You have to let all of that go. Now I'm gonna go and take this moment to look for any messages or just be open to any messages. If something comes up, it does. If it doesn't, it's okay too. Use this moment also to be open to any impressions or messages that come to you as well, okay? So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm still with you, but just continue to breathe here. Breathing here. Exhale. So the impression that came up was like a missing puzzle piece. And it wasn't like a oddly shaped puzzle piece. It's a very straightforward puzzle piece. But it's like you have this puzzle, it's missing this important part. But you also know where that part is. But there seems to be some disconnect in between the two of this puzzle piece situation. I think what it's saying is that the universe came and cleared out all of that. Maybe I'll use the term, how about unnecessary energy that no longer served you, and it cleared and cleansed it out. It's like whenever you have a wound or something like that, you gotta clear and cleanse it out. So say you hurt yourself and you get like dirt in there, you kinda gotta dig it out and get all that stuff out so that you can heal. But now you have this kind of wound and you're like, oh, I'm missing. But you know what you need in order to bring these two together. So it's almost like you've done the cleansing that you needed to do. You've done the releasing, you've done the getting rid of what is not working for you. But now it's time to start moving this missing piece into place here. And that'll lay another brick in your foundation, in your building, in your movement in life, okay? So that kind of gives us some energy or gives us some insight of what to continue to work on here. So I'm just going to gently start to kind of weave these two things together, where you're at with what you are seeking. And breathe through here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So just bringing you back together here. And just know that there's many are celebrating those wins there and opening up the space, okay, to celebrate the next chapter and to go about the next chapter in a very new and different way. You don't have to go in it the same chaotic way that it may have felt like in the past when you had to deal with these other situations and circumstances kind of blocking you or being in the way. You know, you can take your time and you can go slower too. I mean, I feel like taking our time is something that people really undervalue, but it's a way to kind of prevent all of those really drastic shifts that happen. Believe me, a lot of change will always happen in your life. You can believe that, but you can also take your time. You do not have to rush in a direction. You know what? It really is just savor life each and every day. I'm not trying to rush. I'm not trying to rush to the grave, baby. I got this whole life. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take naps. I'm gonna take breaks. I'm gonna do all that stuff. So, bringing this back into your energy and relaxing. And I'm hoping that this has moved some things, that has freed up any of that stagnation, stagnant energy, anything like that. And just, you worked on that. You worked on that, worked on that, worked on that. You worked on that, worked on that, worked on that. Just keep breathing here, working through those last bits of energy, those last moments of energy, those last seconds of energy, sending it to you, sending it to you, sending it to you, to you. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed our session today. I know that I had a great time. And I hope that you enjoy these next couple of months. Sometimes Mercury in retrograde energy can be scary, but it's not that scary. If you really take this time to go look on the inside, to plan, to have this me time, you'll get a lot out of it. Nightly, come back. You can use the comment sections as a journal, diary, anything, and to support each other, as well as to give your requests for videos. Well, so excited that you're here. And hey, I'm Jessica, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, we start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, let's go. May I touch you? Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Okay. Now, let's just start by just feeling what's going on here. So let's just go in with some Reiki symbols on each one of your chakras. We're going to start with the crown, okay? And let me just see how it's going here. How it's going. A couple breaths here. Okay. Checking on the ground there. Just allowing the energy to just flow. Flow right on out. Drip down the back all the way down. Release. Let that go. Now we're going to go right there to the third eye. Going again with the Reiki symbols. Okay. Good job. Good job. Just clearing that out. So giving yourself the opportunity to see with a clear eye and a clear vision whatever is in front of you for the highest vibrational good only, to rest in that state of relaxation, peace, and harmony. Relaxation, peace, and harmony. Relaxation, peace, and harmony. Relaxation, peace, and harmony. Let go of anything that is preventing you from moving on in your energetic path, okay? Now connecting the crown all the way to the third eye, and the third eye back up to the crown. Crown to the third eye to the crown. Crown to the third eye to the crown. One more time. Crown to the third eye to the crown. Bring it down now to the throat, right there. Let's just work that out a little bit, okay? Work that energy out, work that energy out. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Work that out. Work it 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 out. Okay. Got it. Now we're gonna go in with those Reiki symbols there, okay? Now I want to just give you an opportunity to hold the space from the throat all the way to the head, and the head all the way back down. This is the place within your body where you have reason, logic, and even where your emotions form, your feelings, your thoughts, and your belief. It's really where we carry our Rolodex of life, right there in the noggin. And so because of that, we have to be very precise on what we bring into our mind and when we let go. Our mind is what is magical about us. All of these things that we do in manifesting, all of these things we do in attraction work, really is the power of the mind. And I know that sometimes the mind can be seen as maybe just an illusion, when it's not that at all. It's just our ability, these magical abilities, these mystical abilities that we love and all feel connected to aren't necessarily in the hands, not in the body. It's more of just these things are a conduit for the mind. They actually start there. That's where the magic happens. So it is in training the mind in which you become more disciplined in your practice, or more disciplined towards the things that are important to you in your life. So let's just make sure that crown, that third eye, and that throat is completely balanced, so that you see, you have vision of the future, and you speak, okay? Now going right there to the heart, okay? Let's go ahead and do some more Reiki symbol. right there too, you said that the heart is at a clear, clear space. A clear, clear space. A clear, clear space. A clear, clear space. And relax into that. Relax, relax, relax. Relax into it. Relax, relax, relax. Now, I'm just gonna move a little energy, especially around the aura. Just giving it some time going all the way down and pulling all the way back up, finding that space and energy here. Now let's just cleanse the aura out, removing any energetic debris taking up too much space and no longer serving us for our highest vibrational good. Rest here, 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 rest here. I'm gonna check in with you, make sure everything is okay. Checking and checking and checking. And just keep breathing through this energy. Breathing, breathing down from the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Allow the energy of the root to go as deep as possible into the soil, grounding you down to your highest vibrational experience in a way that makes you feel grounded, beautiful, and supported. Now, checking in with your energy here. Feeling it, and just feeling the balance, accepting that you are deserving of this balance, of the beauty, of the wealth, of the delicious life that you want to have. Accepting that into your space, okay? And not accepting anything else in return. And in order to get there, you have to let go of some things that are limiting you. Sometimes in life it feels like you don't want to let go of something you have held on for so long. But it is when you release, you let go, and you let the universe do its thing, better things come your way. And then you even learn, wow, that was a part of the process. It was a part of, honestly, the initiation of life when you're going to the next level. A sign and sense of maturity. So letting everything go that is no longer serving you for your highest vibrational good. Well, family, I enjoyed this session together, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Remember,